Let's travel to modern-day Turkey, a land rich in history and culture, where ancient civilizations once thrived. Here, we will explore the ancient city of Gordion, a place that holds many secrets of the past. About 90 kilometers southwest of Ankara, near a place called Yassihoyuk, lies this fascinating archaeological site. You'll find this amazing archaeological site, where every stone has a story to tell. Gordion was once the capital of the Phrygians, a civilization that played a crucial role in ancient history. The city is full of stories about kings and battles, bustling trade, and the mingling of different cultures. Imagine chariots rolling through the streets, merchants haggling in the marketplace, and people speaking ancient languages. While those sounds have faded away, the stones of Gordion still whisper secrets of the past, waiting to be uncovered. We're embarking on a journey to uncover those secrets, delving deep into the layers of history. From its early days as a small Bronze Age settlement, Gordion grew and evolved over centuries. It rose to prominence as a powerful kingdom under the legendary King Midas, whose name is synonymous with wealth and power. Over time, Gordion saw many rulers, from the great conqueror Alexander the Great to the mighty Romans, each leaving their mark on the city. The story of Gordion is a testament to its strategic importance, connecting the East and West through trade and culture. Join us as we explore the ruins and legends of Gordion, uncovering the mysteries of this ancient city and its enduring legacy. Gordion became powerful because of its location. Nestled in the heart of Anatolia, it was perfectly positioned to control key routes and resources. Where the Sakarya and Porsuk rivers meet, Gordion controlled a super important crossroads. This confluence of rivers not only provided water, but also created natural pathways for travel and trade. It connected the Aegean and Mediterranean civilizations with the big empires in the east. This strategic position made it a hub for merchants and travelers moving between these powerful regions. Imagine caravans filled with cool stuff and precious metals passing through, making Gordion a busy center for trade and cultural exchange. The markets would have been bustling with activity, with traders from distant lands exchanging goods and ideas. The rivers made the land around Gordion very fertile, which meant lots of food for the growing population. This agricultural abundance supported not just the local populace, but also the influx of traders and travelers. This, plus its great location, attracted people from all over, making Gordion a diverse city. People from various cultures and backgrounds came together, contributing to a rich tapestry of traditions and innovations. The people weren't just traders, they were skilled craftspeople, farmers, and soldiers. Each group played a vital role in the city's economy and defense, ensuring Gordion's prosperity and security. Controlling Gordion meant controlling important trade routes and getting rich. The wealth generated from trade allowed the city to flourish, building impressive structures and amassing treasures. Many empires wanted to rule it, from the Hittites and Phrygians to the Persians, Greeks, and finally, the Romans. Each empire recognized Gordion's strategic value and sought to control it to expand their influence. Each one left its mark on Gordion, making its history even more interesting. The layers of ruins and artifacts tell a story of a city that was at the crossroads of civilizations, each contributing to its rich and diverse heritage. You can't talk about Gordion without talking about King Midas. He's famous for the story of the Golden Touch, though the real Midas probably didn't have that power. But his rule was a golden age for Gordion, a time of wealth and power. Under Midas, the Phrygian kingdom was huge, controlling a large part of Asia Minor. Gordion, the capital, grew bigger and stronger, with big walls and impressive buildings. The massive stone walls showed everyone how strong the Phrygians were, and inside, beautiful palaces and temples went up. Midas loved art and music, and Gordion became a center for creativity, especially with music and textiles. The Phrygian style, with its bright colors and geometric designs, influenced art all over the ancient world. For centuries, Gordion was buried and forgotten, but in the 19th century, archaeologists started digging and they found amazing things. The Gordion site is full of tumuli, which are big burial mounds. These tumuli, some from as far back as the 9th century BCE, are like giant graves for Gordion's important people, including King Midas himself. Midas's tomb, called Tumulus MM, is huge and impressive. Inside, archaeologists found amazing things like beautiful cloths, bronze containers, and a wooden funeral bed. These discoveries give us a peek into how rich and sophisticated the Phrygians were. Every story about Gordion includes the legend of the Gordian knot. The story goes that Gordius, the founder of the city, tied a super complicated knot. It was so complicated that nobody could untie it. There was a prophecy that whoever untied the knot would rule all of Asia. The Gordian knot became a symbol of a really hard problem. Centuries later, Alexander the Great came to Gordion. He wanted to untie the knot, but even he couldn't figure it out, so he took his sword and cut the knot in half. People still argue about whether that fulfilled the prophecy, but it definitely made Alexander look like a strong and decisive leader. Let's look at the daily lives of the people of Gordion. This ancient city, once the capital of Phrygia, was a bustling hub of activity and culture. From the remnants of their homes and public spaces, we can piece together a vivid picture of their everyday existence. The Phrygians were great at metalworking and making textiles. Their skill in crafting intricate metal artifacts and weaving beautiful textiles was renowned. These items were not just functional, but also held significant cultural and artistic value. Their art was very special and influenced many other cultures. Phrygian designs can be seen in various artifacts across different regions, showcasing their wide-reaching impact. The unique motifs and styles they developed were admired and adopted by neighboring civilizations. Phrygian textiles, with their bright colors and cool designs, were famous all over. These textiles were not only used for clothing, but also for decorative purposes, adding a splash of color and elegance to their surroundings. We can see how good they were at weaving by looking at pieces found in the tombs. These preserved fragments give us a glimpse into the high level of craftsmanship and the importance of textiles in their society. The Phrygians were also great woodworkers. They used their skills to create a variety of wooden objects, from everyday items to elaborate pieces of furniture. We know this from the beautiful furniture they made, like the wooden bed found in Midas's tomb. This bed, with its intricate carvings and design, is a testament to their woodworking prowess. Music was also a big part of Phrygian life. They created a variety of musical instruments, and had a rich tradition of music making that played a central role in their cultural and religious practices. Their music, which was a bit sad and haunting, influenced ancient Greek music. The melodies and instruments of Phrygia left a lasting impression on Greek musicians and composers, blending into the broader tapestry of ancient music. There's even a story that the Phrygian god Attis, who is often shown playing the flute, brought music to the world. This myth highlights the deep connection the Phrygians had with music and its significance in their mythology and daily life. Like many great cities, Gordion slowly lost its power. The Phrygian kingdom, weakened by fighting and attacks from other groups, couldn't hold on. Around 800 BCE, Gordion was attacked and burned, maybe by the Cimmerians, a nomadic group. The city was rebuilt, but it was never as powerful again. The Phrygians eventually lost control to the Lydians, and then the Persians. When Alexander the Great conquered the area, Gordion became part of his empire. Alexander respected the city's history, but Gordion was no longer a major capital. Today, Gordion is a reminder of the past. The walls are broken, and the palaces are gone, but the city's spirit lives on thanks to archaeologists and historians. Gordion is now a big open-air museum. When you walk through the ruins, you can almost imagine the chariots, the merchants, and the music. The tumuli are like silent watchers, reminding us of the past. The Gordion Museum, opened in 1963, has a fantastic collection of artifacts. You can see pottery, weapons, jewelry, and textiles, each telling a story about the people who lived in Gordion. Our journey through time has taken us to one of the most interesting places in Turkey. Gordion, the capital of the Phrygians, might be in ruins, but its story is still important. From its location at the crossroads of empires, to its connection to King Midas, from its beautiful art and music to the mystery of the Gordian knot. Gordion is a part of history. When we look at these ruins, we see how empires rise and fall, but also how creative and resilient people can be. Gordion reminds us that even the greatest empires can disappear. But even though Gordion is quiet now, it still has much to teach us about the past.